Okay, guys, here we go. We got a couple of BOPs. Apparently, a warden of Federal Correctional Institute in Dublin charged with sexual abuse of a ward. This individual by the first name of Ray has been charged in a criminal complaint with sexual abuse of a ward. The inspector general actually spearheaded this actual investigation, according to the complaint filed since September 2021 and unsealed today. Uh, this individual, Ray of Merced, California, is the warden of Bureau of Prison Federal Correctional Institute in Dublin, an all-female, low-security federal correctional institute. At the time of the offense, he was the actual associate warden. Um, as an associate warden and warden, Ray had disciplinary authority over inmates incarcerated. He actually received training regarding inappropriate relationship with inmates, including the fact that sexual or financial involvement was prohibited. In addition, in 2019 and 20, Ray directed training on the actual Prison Rape Elimination Act and trained new supervisors and on this actual rape policies and procedures. According to the complaint, Ray acknowledged he had sexual contact with at least one inmate victim while she was incarcerated and was under his custodial, supervisory, and disciplinary authority. In particular, the complaint alleges that Ray digitally penetrated the victim on multiple occasions. The actual complaint describes an occasion during which Ray assaulted the victim, and when the victim pushed his hand away, he put the actual victim's hand on his genitals. Further, the complaint alleges that Ray requested that the victim and at least one other inmate strip naked for him when he did his rounds at night. He took actual pictures of the victims naked in their cells, also showed the victim pictures of his cell phone with his genitals, and he actually maintained several nude photographs of the victim on his personal computer. The actual complaint further alleges that Ray took actions to deter the victims from coming forward. As detailed in the complaint, he told the actual victims that he was close friends with the actual individual responsible for investigating such conduct and that he would not be fired. In addition, they located hundreds of sexual graphic photographs, including photographs of male and female genitals and nude photographs of him on his actual work assigned phone from the actual government. He he actually, as stated in the complaint, Ray was placed on administrative leave. Oh man, come on now. You and I would have been locked up and we would have been, no, we would never be let go, okay? They got the pictures in front of them. See how they just do it, help each other out, you know? I wonder who else he could have actually implicated on this actual conspiracy, because it's much easier when you have somebody else helping you, you know? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, we'll just leave it at there. We'll leave it at there. Man, that's disappointing. Okay, and this other one actually comes out of California too, the San Diego, I mean the actual LA Federal Detention Center, the main one in LA. Here we go. Here we go again. Federal correctional officer charged with making false statements about engaging in unlawful sexual activity with inmate. A correctional officer at the federal jail in downtown Los Angeles was arrested and will face criminal charges that he lied to investigators about his engagement in sexual activity with an inmate who is under his care and supervision. That means he has names to name, and they're only going to get him on that lie. This 53-year-old by the name of Abel is out of East Los Angeles. He's charged with one count of making false statements, and he surrendered to law enforcement officials and is scheduled to make an initial appearance. He already made the actual appearance. According to the indictment, Abel was employed by the Bureau of Prisons as a correctional officer at the Metropolitan Detention Center in LA, where the total inmates is 635 male and female. The actual victim in this case, they go back to June 2010 to February 2011. Some nefarious reasons behind this one, then, if you're going to go that back. As of February 2020 to July 2021, there was a federal investigation of these actual allegations. And it is a crime for an employee to engage in any sexual act with a person in official detention under his supervision. It also is a federal crime for an employee to smuggle contraband, including cell phones, to this actual inmate, which he did. On July 28, 2021, the investigators interviewed him, and he just kept lying to them. He never actually engaged in any kind of sexual activity. Well, they caught him in a lie, and he was having sex with his actual victim for about more than 3 dozen different occasions. On multiple occasions, also lied that he never had sexual contact, which is another lie. After initially denying he had sexual contact with the victim, he actually lied about that, and he actually just tried to cop out to like it was oral once or twice. There is no once or twice. Either it's one or the two. And he snuck in an actual phone for the actual female victim to take pictures of herself and send it to him, and then for him to send pictures to her. That's what he facilitated the actual cell phone. And let me tell you something right now. These actual predators, they are predators. They are predators. Okay, doesn't matter if they have a badge or not. It's something to do with actual power, actual making somebody jealous, actually just the rush. Because, like I've said in other videos, if you have a badge, if you have credentials, if you have an actual sidearm, that is a magnet for your sexual preference. You wouldn't believe it. The majority of the actual inspectors that actually work at the border, they've met their spouses at the border, you know, and and it goes down to the protocol and the procedures because from what I understand, male COs cannot go into a female unit without being actually announced, so everybody's actually in their best behavior and to respect actual privacy. And I mean, how can this happen? People can be sent to the actual clinic, the actual medical ward, or a storage unit, some kind of shed around, some kind of closet. They'll find ways around it, right? Okay, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.